guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right now. And this is my current everyday look. I've been wearing this every day for the past couple of weeks and I love it. Maybe a week or so, but I don't know. Whenever I've got this palette, this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. And I know everybody's already had this for so long, but I just recently picked it up and I'm in love with this palette. So, yeah. And I know everyone's not really talking about it right now. They're mostly talking about the Naked 3 palette and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and all those new palettes that came out. I'm just going with the Naked Basics. This was $28, so if you do want to purchase this, you can get it at Ulta like I did, or you can get it at Sephora. You can get it online. So, yeah, it's $28. Is it worth it? In my opinion, yes. Yes, it is. It is a wonderful little palette. It's very travel friendly. It's really no bigger than my hand. And it fits in my hand. I can touch my fingers and wrap my fingers around it. It fits in my makeup bag really easily. Good to travel with. Great shades. I've dropped this puppy like 3 times already. None of the shades cracked. I mean, you can't go wrong. And there is 6 shades in here that are really awesome. They're all matte except Venus, which is a shimmery color that I'm wearing around my inner corner. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling and let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm going to go ahead and start off with nothing on my face except a little bit leftover mascara. Sorry about that. Yeah. Leftover mascara. I have something under my eye. I don't know. Ignore it. I'm going to start off with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I'm sorry for some of you that like drugstore makeup, because there is a good bit of drugstore makeup. It's just there's a good mix of high-end and drugstore in this tutorial. And I'm going to be using Too Faced Shadow Insurance all over my entire eyelid. Both of my eyelids. Pimple or something right there. I'm going to use it on the inner corner and lower lash line as well, because I'm going to be putting some stuff there too. You only need the tiniest bit of this and you can use it all around your eye, just like I've done here. Next, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, which I just got this like last week and I have been using it every single day. So this has been my current favorite everyday eye look, and it just has really nice pretty shades in here. I'm going to be using first the shade Venus. I'm going to be taking this on the e.l.f. excuse me, the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush, which is just like a round brush. You can use any brush or your fingers. I'm just going to get a little bit of the product on there, and I'm going to take this around my inner corner. This gives such a pretty, like, glowy look to the eyes. Like, it really brightens up my eyes. I'm taking it slightly upwards. So it just really brightens the eyes, and I love the way it does that. So next I'm going to be taking the shade Walk of Shame. I'm going to go ahead and use this as my brow bone highlight with the same brush. I love these shades because most of them are matte. I mean, in the black one, the black shade, you may find the occasional little bit flecks of shimmer, but it's not very noticeable. So mostly they're matte, except Venus, which is a beautiful, like, shimmery inner corner highlight type color. Love that. Next, I'm going to be using the shade Naked 2, which is just a really light taupey brown kind of color. And this I use all over my lid, just as my base color. even though it is like a fairly deep shade when you put it on. It's a really good color for a base. And this look is a little bit more smoky than my usual everyday makeup, but I do like it a lot. And these shadows seriously stay on all flipping day. When I use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, they stay on all day, and I'm really impressed with the quality of these shadows. And then I'm going to be using Faint, which is the deeper brown. It's a buildable type shade though, so if you just get a little bit and then build it up to the intensity you want, you won't go overboard, because if you get too much, then it can be really hard to blend out. I've noticed that. Next, I'm going to be using liner. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade 0, which is just a basic black. But I'm going to be taking this right below the lower lashes, like directly on the lash line, and then grabbing a smudge brush, which this is the e.l.f. Smudge Eye Sponge, and I've been using this a lot this week. And my nose is bloody. And then now I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Scandel Eyes Waterproof Liner in Nude, and I just closed the palette. This palette is actually pretty tough to open for me though. I'm just going to be taking this on the inner part, like the first part, 2/3 of my waterline. Or the inner third, how about that? Yeah, that sounds better. Very lightly doing that so it has a brightening effect. Lastly, for the eyes, curling my lashes. And applying mascara, which I'm probably gonna cut this part out because it takes me quite a little while. Okay, so next I'm gonna be using my NYX Rouge Cream Blush in the shade, Natural. And it's just this really pretty pinky color. Love it. I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. small stipple brush because I'm fancy like that. And I'm just gonna dip it in there once, tap off the little bit of excess on my hand, and then I'm just gonna stipple this onto my cheeks. So now I'm gonna be setting my makeup with powder, as always, because I'm Angie and I love doing this. I'm using the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder. Yeah, I'm almost out. This is my favorite drugstore powder. And I'm just gonna buff this into my skin. Over my eyelids to set my makeup in place even more. And yeah. Lips, finishing it off with Maybelline Baby Lips in Peach Kiss. And we're done. So that's the completed look. Seems a little more complicated than it actually is. Took a little longer than it usually does, but it's just because I talk a lot. So yeah, sorry if it was like over 10 minutes long. I have literally no clue how long this is going to be. Probably going to have to cut out a lot because yeah. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.